Hi Taurus, I'm pray all is well with you. Let's get into your good things that are coming into you. Oop. You have 34 and 35 and 34 that came through. I don't know if some of y'all are like in an age transition here, or there's like some things that you're debunking from like a year prior. I'm also getting here a lot of y'all are like having breakthroughs, seeing things in a forward manner. Maybe you're being forward in your approach, or somebody's going to be coming to you in a more forward approach. Why aren't you cards shuffling? Are you naturally, well, we are talking to the bull. There's something, oh, your stubbornness is going to be considered flirtation if you're like having some sort of romantic thing coming in. Five of Swords, conflict, jealousy, or good things that are coming in. Well, guess more haters. Or a lot of people who are indifferent to you and your wins. There's a win that somebody is jealous of. They're really intimidated by your success. The Knave of Wands and the King of Swords. Yup, you have a new lover that's coming in. Maybe this person has a direct approach, especially if this is a female. They're really masterful. This is the type of person who had to be like focus on balancing out their masculine and feminine because they started bossing up in their life, and somebody could not handle this approach. They got really intimidated by this person and got combative. They have like some wounds or some scars that they did some healing work on. I'm also getting here, if you felt like there was something that was like delaying you or slow to progress, I'm being called to tell you to just like keep going, because there's going to be fast or swift communication, or one person here who's going to like really have needed something that you said or done. And even if it's just that one person, it's like, you know, they tell you something of positivity, and then, you know, like the next day or a few days or something like that, a few weeks, something positive comes in that just confirms what they said, like that you are valuable, you are important. Maybe you had like a little period of doubt, and you have people who really help lift you up, help raise you up. Something's going to go off without a hitch if you're having some sort of business meeting, or you are seeking some sort of pay raise, or you're asking somebody for something. I feel like they are definitely considering you. They absolutely like you and love you a whole lot. If you notify somebody that you saw other options when it came to work, and that maybe you saw like a competitive pay rate that really was going to help you in your life, your circumstances, and you notified a boss, maybe you do like where you work or something like that, and you kind of just, you need a little extra pay or a little extra pick me up, somebody's going to be giving you or wanting to see if they can provide a bonus, seriously, more than ever. I'm seeing the numbers 973 and then dash 1200. So I don't know if there's like a ballpark projection with your work on how much they like to provide when it comes to their bonuses. I feel like somebody's really been trying to do more than that. In fact, you may even have a boss around you who like sacrificed some of the wealth that maybe they like received last year or something like that, so that they could give a little extra. Maybe like you guys didn't necessarily receive a bonus, or it wasn't as high last year or something like that, because you had a boss who was actually saving up on your behalf to give you like a whole bunch more. They felt like you actually deserved it way back when, and like when they're reviewing something, they're seeing a signal or a symbol, like you could be doing something where you helped like somebody who was being investigated get caught up. If that's for like some of you guys, like there might have been like a doctor or something, like somebody in a field with paperwork, healthcare, because I'm seeing the symbols of it, or even law. There was somebody who was doing something very unjustified. You kindly notified of this conflict, and now they can't get out of it, but it benefits you because you have somebody who's going to give you a little bit more, because they see how much you care about yourself and others and about benefiting like for goodness. Okay, people view you in a divine white light. Somebody wants to make up for this kind of making you feel a bit gloomy. For some of you guys, where you felt like you did have to go explore, be by yourself, somebody wants to make it up to you. Somebody could be going or planning to schedule some sort of retreat of some kind. If this is you like seeking to have some sort of retreat or healing work done for yourself, you know, that's going to definitely benefit you. If you want to be in isolation here, I feel like you're going to have some deep revelations or something that is illuminated to you, especially if you've been doing some shadow work and healing, and you've been having or noticing like spirit guides around you, or like quick paced movement or signs of like something moving around you, even small animals, like if you're outside. I'm also seeing here, there's something about water that is healing you during this time and allowing you to emotionally evolve. And I feel like it's easier for you. That's why I see your good things that are coming for you, because I feel like maybe you were a bit like closed off to your own emotions. Two of Cups. You have divine love that's coming in, and it's going to be lasting for a very long time. Oh, I'm seeing these roses. Somebody could be gifting someone roses. Here's a telltale sign of something's going to be like really stable or strong. Some people say you have 22, that's really significant, and it has a lot to do with soulmates and love coming together. I'm seeing these roses. They say that if someone gives you roses and they last for a long time, it's a sign of like the strong relationship, the ability to be very compatible with each other for a long period of time. And if they wilt very quickly, it's not necessarily promising. If you're on a dating app, seek further options, you know, because it's not going to go anywhere, okay? So yeah, that energy is coming through for those of you guys who are like into little kitschy stuff. But for those of you where like it seems like it's going to work, I feel like you have been prioritizing trusting your intuition and not allowing someone to get in your way. This could be like people from your past who were like player-like, they made you want to doubt yourself. Yep. Made you want to doubt yourself completely. You have the Chariot. Yep. You have people who were like really fast towards you, and the Two of Swords. And these, in a way, they're still in denial about like all of the things in which they tried to hide or block or prevent in your life. Like they still can't believe that they allowed you to like get away from them, or like that you didn't come back. Okay, so it's good. I feel like your higher self and your spirit guides, your spirit team, the Most High has been encouraging you, like, keep moving forward, or like enjoy this new connection. I will tell you this though, something that used to like work in past commitments is not going to in this new one, but it's going to have you working harder. You're going to have a lot of growth where you thought you were like already, you know, popping, and you just level up even more. It's just the next level, okay? More levels, all right? That's beautiful, okay? You should be open to that. Yep, Ace of Cups. Very beautiful energy. Surprising news, love offers, new opportunities. This is not just in love either, ladies and gents, okay? I just saw this symbol that came in, which means, a windfall of abundance could be coming into you guys. Yes. Wow. I'm still getting this download. Excuse me for the pause. And you have the sun at the bottom of the deck. I just noticed this moon and sun energy aspect that's coming in. Both are important. For those of you who have been like putting lime water or lemon in your water, something like that, both even, and focusing on your health and things, your skin, like, oh my God, I feel like it's love at first sight, and there's something about like your skin is glowing. Somebody could meet somebody at night, and then like, it's like from that point on, like they just want to be around you all the time. It's uncommon for this person too. Maybe they're the one that's having the change. Two and ones are really significant. 2, 1, 2s, 1. Nine of Cups. If you have like a friend that you're celebrating during this time, or a loved one, or someone like a coworker or something like that, something's going to go off without a hitch. You have a reason to dress up, to look very nice, or just feel very some of y'all getting some beautiful perfumes. Others of you all, if you've been into like hot wax, hot yoga treatments, hot anything with heat, okay? I feel like this is going to be benefiting you. Some of you guys could be doing something when it comes to your skin, putting like hot wax on your skin to like heal something. I feel like this is helping you a lot. Some of you guys, be careful with like water when it comes to pedicures. You may be somebody who typically likes your water hot, but somebody got you scolding, okay? So just sensitivity with the feet is also coming through. Somebody could have a foot fetish. Your next person. Your next person could do something in the work field regarding feet, like healing. Somebody wants to get you a nice anklet bracelet if you were asking for that. Oh, Taurus, I want to notify you, especially if you've been dealing with a Virgo who's been making you seem like something that you said that you wanted is not going to happen. They already got it. And like they want to surprise you, but they've really been scared in their head thinking about if you actually invested in this or not. Like, because they have it hidden in a house already somewhere, or it's already on its way and they're going to put it somewhere. Okay, so just be mindful. I'm seeing like this person really wants to surprise you. They were being a smart ass and they were being like, they were a jokester. They want you to know that. Or trust in this relationship, like that is very strong. If you deal with someone who like goes on walks in the morning or something like that, you need to know like it brings a lot of peace into their life. They're trustworthy. Maybe you've been needing to know like if you should kind of open up or like go to the next step or level with this person. And this is like the one thing that, you know, had you curious. Yeah, it's a real promising aspect here. I also feel like they do this, whether you're an early bird or you like to kind of sleep in or rest in, whatever it is that you like to do, they love this about you. Like totally. They love this about you, or maybe switch it up on them and like do something different if you notice about their schedule. Like when they get home, trap their ass at the door or something. If you in that weight, you know, because you don't never want to take nobody out, especially when they didn't just loosen up their body doing some walks and some jogging and stuff like that. But like if you know that this person can pick you up or handle the weight, like be there, ready, scrummy diddly umptious type, okay? I'm also seeing like your love language has changed a lot, or like you're just not interested in doing a lot of the things that you were doing in the past for other people, or a lack thereof, because you knew that these people weren't going to give you what you wanted. You're coming out of that. You're coming out of your shell too. You're releasing a lot of anxiousness or natural anxiety that other people wanted to have you in because they weren't necessarily in positive spirits energetically. So like, you're very different than you were before, or in any connection that you were before, and others could be seeing this. So don't be surprised if like you run into somebody who really had you, or when you were with them, you were in a more stuck and trapped place, and they see you on this, like they want to trapeze back into your life. And I feel like you're not interested. You're not welcoming it. It feels like very, yeah, it feels very different to you. So you're happy about this healing journey that you've been on, because I feel like there's something here where you're able to graduate or see your progression. Some of you guys, there's something here about you feeling good about like an insurance deal, especially if there's some sort of reduction of some kind. This could be car insurance, home insurance, or if you have like a dual between the two. I feel like there's something here of some other things too. Some of you guys could be getting a boat, or thinking of seriously investing in a dream, something that seemed like it was a dream for you. Some of you guys, you could have like restricted your living circumstances for maybe like 10 years or something like that, because you had this dream of maybe like living overseas or doing something like that's atypical. And I feel like you are thinking about starting to invest in that dream in some way. Congratulations to you. This is very big. And this is something you've kept hidden for a very long time. I'm also getting here, oh, by your next birthday, there's going to be some new additions into your life. You're going to feel like you're surrounded by people who are really harmonious. Like, finally. Taurus, you have a friend that is distant to you. Maybe you've never met this person in person. This person cares about you deeply. They've always kind of wanted to see, greet, or meet you in some way. Why do I feel like this person, they were in an abusive relationship in their past, and like this person hacked their accounts and like changed everything. So like if something happened, like try to be open to forgiveness is what I want to encourage you. Because like something is not what it seems, okay? Like somebody was crying about something, but like they try to keep a positive cheer to them on the external. Like that, I think I picked up on something here. Maybe one of the other readings that I did, the last reading that I did, that's like an hour and like 45 minutes or something like that. It's the one before this one, but there was something here about a person in one of those. I can't remember the sign. I'm so sorry. Maybe it was another earth sign. Like somebody, you needed to know, like they don't have any malice towards you. Some things happen. And like now they're just wanting to keep like people safe or just be out of the mess. Okay. So they have somebody who's been not only trying to destroy their career, their projects, their endeavors. Like somebody's really going through a lot behind the scenes, and like they're also living in happiness. Like they have people from their past who are upset that it's some situations that have gone on. I feel like you can relate to this person, so maybe this is what it is. There's something here. There's a lot that's been going on with people from years ago still not being able to heal or move on after they sabotage somebody really bad, really bad. So now it's like this person is just not giving them any time or energy. So like even when they would do these things in the past, online, they're not doing the same things and adding these people back, because like why? You know, like we don't want to put others in jeopardy or in danger or just anything. Like there's plans ahead. There's like a stop. Saturn energy is very significant here. Maybe somebody's ruled by Saturn. Somebody doesn't care about like the negative. People are doing things like in the present, thinking that it's like private or secretive behind the scenes against other people, or to like stop connections and collaborations in your life that are of high vibration. This is what this is saying. And they're failing completely. You're learning how to actually open up to intuitive connections and how to communicate through that way. That's what this is. So the way in which you're communicating is more enlightened from a higher place. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. Some of you guys could be definitely into yoga. This is the daughter of a master, and she has very positive accolades. Excuse me. Brad Rigoni, I think that's how it's pronounced. But I am getting here, there's huge divine awakenings. This has a lot to do with that vigor that I was talking about, and with all of this fire reconfirmed again. This warmth is absolutely quite essential for you. It could also be doing some bodily healing for you and treatments. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are doing like a what are they called? PRP, like blood facials and things like that, where you kind of regenerate your skin and, you know, get yourself more youthful. Collagen boosts and whatnot. That's what I get with these dots, all these prickly dots. Maybe you need to know like your new partner is actually into things like that with you, and so maybe you had people who were treating certain things that you liked, like they were cool or they weren't cool and stuff like that. Well, it looks like you just met your soul tribe, and it's like a masculine or like a opposite of you or what you like. You know, it's quite surprising, the appeal between you two. Some of y'all, you've been working on some sort of routine that's been helping you or benefiting you, or maybe you're the person who's been waking up in the morning, changing something about your day. You've been noticing things are a lot more zen. There's something here about you rejecting some sort of denial that somebody wanted to place you in. You're like, I object the fact that you're a hater. I rebuke you. A hater of yours is somebody who was like fake flexing with some money of yours, actually. They had a dream recently that there's this candle with somebody's hair. Be very careful. They thought you was on Lisa. Follow your passion. If there's something that excites and motivates you, it's a message from your Akashic record that it can lead to your abundance. Don't silence it. Fire, passion, confirmations everywhere. That was a good confirmation, by the way. I feel like there's going to be some beautiful endeavors that take off for you. Keep going in your healing journey. Like, don't be intimidated by things. You've come so far, my dears. There's hobbies that are coming in. Why do I feel like you have this creative rush of like tons of things that are coming in, the things that you want to do in this life, and you're capable of doing them all and you're able to do it? And then you start getting blessed with like signs, signals, people giving you stuff for free that relate to this stuff. Beautiful offers and opportunities that are coming in, okay? Somebody was trying to shade you, being shallow. Also, some of you guys, there was something that you may have limited coming in for you for a very long time, trying to hold on to something from the past, or like some sort of lifestyle or something like that. There's going to be somebody that comes in that's a whole lot different. Because the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords in reverse kind of being the corner cards at the end. This is somebody who like burns everything that you couldn't release down. Like it's like you can't really think of what things used to look like because everything's burned down and transformed so much that it's hard to remember it. Even if you've seen it for years, something's really different in your life. A place where somebody used to like have a hold on you where you couldn't like break through. Child, please. It's like the levees broke. I am not trying to trigger anybody. Praying for Florida and everywhere else, the South and everywhere else that had a whole bunch of stuff going on, because it's been a lot. But yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of progression that's coming in. I'm also seeing some people welding some stuff together really fast, but actually doing it correctly, handling the job correctly. Somebody does their job right the first time. That could be very significant, important, or coming through. You may try to figure out like, this new partner that comes in, how are you so fast or so good at something? Or if it's like a vice versa, you guys both surprise each other when it comes to your work ethics, because they're different, but they're both incredible. They can learn a lot from you and you can learn a lot from them. Like they could have asked you to do something that it would take somebody like somebody else. It took them a lot longer, and they get home surprised that everything's is done correctly. They review all the numbers because they think your ass is lying, and they're like, dang, I was wasting a lot of my time with so-and-so and whoever who really, it's like, what the fuck were they doing? They wish they had a camera or something set up on this person because they feel really played. They really do feel played. This person is going to come back, especially if this is the person you wind up being with and they propose to you. The moment that they propose to you, a few days after, even if they don't post this, they're going to have somebody who's like, you left me on red, do you miss me yet, kind of a vibe. Shit's not working. It's like an actual joke because this is coming from a number that's not in their phone, which means this person really was obsessed and like maybe, you know, cued in on something. They're going to have a friend that protects this relationship on y'all's behalf. Or this friend has been the person helping to collect proof. Maybe they have a friend that's like an attorney or specializes in like saving up all the shit. Okay. Like somebody has like a very nice software or like database on their like a computer. Like maybe they're really tech savvy and like they trust this person so much, like a best friend and things like that. They put all their stuff over there, you know, because they don't like all of that stuff. Like the person that you're connected to, Taurus, they don't like a lot of paperwork or unorganization whatsoever. Like they have their organized mess sometimes when they need it, but they don't like all of that stuff everywhere. All right. Beautiful message. I didn't mean to go on and dibble and dabble. I feel like you guys needed to know the details. For those of you who have been trying to simplify your life, perhaps there were two people that you were kind of like getting to know and you wanted to see who was serious and who was not. Maybe you were told one of these people will be a true person or somebody you need to connect with for a long time, or will have a strong connection with, strong compatibility with, you know, but you may have needed to like clarify who was who. Maybe you're nervous to tell this person that there was somebody that you were connected to, but it wasn't serious, or you're trying to, what should you, what the fuck should you do? Should you tell them? Let them know and be very passive about, like, if it's not that big of a deal, you know, be like, hey, it's not that important, but I just wanted to kind of like let you know so you don't feel some type of way, or you don't think that I was like, yeah. Maybe do some anxiety work so that your heart doesn't beat too much. If you kind of, you know, some of us, we have like that natural thing where we can feel ourselves. We're like, uh-oh. I'm also getting here this softening. Oh, Lord. Are you trying to figure out if you should notify this person about what the flaw of the other person is? Yeah, especially if this is a person who, like, I'm not trying to be judgmental. There's something about the genitalia that's coming through. Either this person, this other person, they stays too soft for too long for you. Like, you don't really feel the sexual heat like with the other person, the physical intimacy like with the other person. Or you don't like the way that it sits when it's soft. And it's kind of like something with that area, okay? Now, anyway, let's go on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. I hope and pray all is well with you. Let's go ahead and see the good things that are coming into you. I'm hearing Aladdin, a whole new world. Oh, you're going to have an incredible date with someone. You deserve it. Do some protection work before you leave and when you get back home. Be careful if you were trying to be freaky with this person close to menstruation or after. Okay? Maybe something starts early, or perhaps you're like seeking to only, you know, connect with someone when you're heated during that time, because you know your prowess, and you know there's something here like, you know, yeah, you heightened but also realistic. Maybe the things recently haven't been so swell. There's something here about, there was some highlights that, you know, you reflect on, and recently ain't nothing been really popping as much. There's also something here. There's going to be an improvement in your influence, but there's going to be a sporadic period beforehand, and you still need to trust the process. You don't need to analyze the analytics when you're trying to build confidence and building confidence in others and how they perceive you. Because I feel like they can see it sometimes, and that's why it kind of repels them more. Sometimes people do that to people, especially on social media. If you have a social presence of some kind, it's not that they can see through you, it's that they kind of want to allow you to emotionally heal or pick at your emotions, okay? So don't allow people to do that to you. For others of you, I'm picking up the good news is that if you've needed to become more of a picky eater, you're going to be very much so selective. Yep, because it's been affecting your rest state, all right? Or somebody else around you. Don't be mad if you catch a child staying up late. They may be the one that's going through this too if it's not you, okay? And Lilith has been affecting them. Something about something being too loud as well. Justice will prevail over a situation that you've been worried about too in regards to children. Lord, this is not you. Gemini. But somebody that you may, like, let's say you caretake for people's children or something like that, their parents have been fighting a lot. Or hating each other, not talking to each other. Because I'm seeing a baby learn how to, like, do this movement quite early. But they may not be, like, in a communicative stage yet in their life. So you might, like, need to know, like, why they're doing certain things or why they're seeming a little different. It's because some people have been arguing. There's been tense energy. You need to stay away from these people. Like, from these parents. Yep. The Five of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yep, keep your peace because these people are in real conflict. And the Nine of Cups. You're going to be satisfied, like whoever side you're on or like who you're connected to, you're going to be very satisfied with them that they're actually very correct and being very responsible. Someone is not showing up as their star player or their best self. You're going to actually... something that someone acknowledges to you lets you know that they feel stupid, but you're proud. It's a sign of progression, if you will. This low is going to trigger you to be like the mother in Bridesmaids, where it's like, you're not a failure. You know, everything in your life might seem like it's shit right now, but it's probably because there's going to be some big boom that happens. This is somebody who realizes that they were fucking with a dipshit or somebody slow or somebody. And like, I use that with like loving tendencies. There's somebody here who actively has not chosen to progress themselves. So this is why they are that. They're stuck and stagnant because they chose to be stuck and stagnant. Or choosing that, you know? Yep, the Lovers. The Lovers. Meanwhile, with you, I feel like you have been working on something with construction, building, or living circumstances. Someone's been trying to, there's these packages that are coming through. Packets, like, of packages. So this is like pieces of paper, very important news, stuff that you shouldn't bend, all right? Maybe looking over things for someone else. You're also going to be terminating an agreement that you had as well during this time. This is benefiting you because it's loosening up something that you had restricted. I'm picking up on finances predominantly, or like a savings account of some kind, or escrow. I'm getting here of like also somebody refinancing. Ooh, you're going to be, if you had like shit neighbors or people who were too loud or just careless, reckless, if you've been seeing them move or like things seem sus, it feels vacant a lot. Somebody can't necessarily afford where they are and they're going to be forced to move quite soon. This is going to favor you or someone that you care about a lot because they haven't been lying about a lot of the disturbances that they've been causing. And I feel like there was somebody else that they were disturbing a bit more recently who is actually going to start calling this person out. So it's like somebody is choosing or chose peace and not to like escalate a situation. And there's somebody else who, you know, didn't know about somebody else going through this and they actually being the one to kind of defend this other person. Somebody's forced to move around them. And then they get better people around them. Somebody who's actually very kind or will, somebody's going to be getting a nice friend. I feel like these are younger people who are going to be able to build a friendship that turns into a lifelong connection. But these karmic people who taught them this lesson of like, do not connect with most people, you know, then they're met with somebody that they can truly trust. And the sign is that these people are all from the past, whether they knew that they were initially or not. And so a lot of past people just really cannot come with you because these newcomers are like awesome. Very kind. 10 of Pentacles. I'm serious. If somebody's like leaving a situation, a quick divorce, and then, you know, meet somebody incredible, that person is the person. Okay? somebody's about to meet the love of their life too. I feel like you've been supportive. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Some reasons to take off from work. You care less about it. It's not as important. Also, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's going to stop working. Somebody won't need to work anymore. That's beautiful. Congratulations. Oh, somebody's first plan is to do some sort of cruise, then maybe go to Alaska, then Hawaii. Yeah. Somebody starts thinking of their money or their finances in a passive way and gets rid of somebody who had like a negative financial mindset. Oh, Page of Cups, Four of Wands, Knave of Chalices. That's how they refer to it here. Gemini, I feel like you start doing something to favor your appearance, or there's something about looking like the thing that you want. And so because you are already in this transformation of like leveling up, yeah, the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I told you there's somebody in misery around you. But nevertheless, you have this level up. Maybe you didn't get something when you thought that you would, but it's so that you can kind of go higher on the totem pole. Seriously, you don't see it. Like, I feel like I'm talking to someone who may, like, there may be several opportunities, right? And like, there's something here about people having to approve you in some way. But there's something about the levels of something. A lot of people who were chosen when you were in some sort of competition with these people that was healthy, meaning it's an active competition, you know, you have to compete for this role. It feels like those people are not going to score as high in the end as they thought. Or whoever was intended to win is like sourced the most high, is they're not going to swim as well as they did in a prior position. So it's so good that you kind of avoided this trap and you kind of lost so that you can kind of win at a time where you're going to like be on the high totem pole where people are kind of singing your praises. You're not being reprimanded, and it'll be at a less stressful period of time. Because there was something here, there was some influence of another around you that, like, there's something about voters finding out about something that was secret or hidden. And this is why, like, there was a swift switch. And it's not that you were the person that was doing something bad. It just seems like you had concerned, like, people who were voting for you or wanted to vote for you who chose just not to because they felt like you needed to prioritize that thing first and then they'll give it to you. Like, it's like, we're your real friends kind of a thing, but these are total strangers who actually wind up accepting you. Like, some of these people are going to need you for whatever it is that you wind up doing. And when it comes time for them to need you, they're going to be like, thank you, expressing more gratitude than others in that same position receive. And so you're like, what is this? You know, why is this coming in now? Like, I don't get it, you know? I don't get why, like, people are suddenly being nice to me. It's because, like, you really worked hard for this, or the way that you listen to people, your communication skills, the way that you look at people and how you seem like you're listening, how you're quite expressive in your forehead region. Like, they're like, yeah, you care. You know, you're what I was praying to have. I was praying for somebody like you who was divine, who carried themselves in a gratitude way. You know, they don't seem like they have anything malicious going on. You study a lot, or you know things to the bone. You could have somebody who received a letter from somebody that broke their heart. Some of you guys, this comes from somebody who is upset at a choice that they made, or like, let's say somebody did have to get like a treatment or some sort of like a surgery of some kind. They've been going through serious depressions, heaps of it, or somebody's been wanting to seek to get, like somebody's mad that something came so fast or so soon again, because they may have wanted, oh no, they're not. I'm so sorry. Let me correct myself. This is coming through. This channel message is coming through. Someone here wanted to play another person. Like, let's say somebody secretly married for money, but like totally fooled everyone into thinking it was love, right? This person here may have like tried to tie the connection very, very quickly, but they were trying to do things to get things out the way because they want some sort of gastric bypass surgery. Okay, and they're like, when you're doing this, you must be responsible, otherwise you're not going to get the results that you want for as long as you want. This person never really cared about someone. They never intended to work. They've been dreaming of this body. They're jealous of another female who is pale like themselves in somebody's family. Like, you could have kind of told this person about this, and like their eyes kind of lit up because that was like their goal the whole time. So this is why you have Kuthumi that's connecting with you. Initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. Never look past this person anymore. This is a person who's inexperienced on purpose. Like, they falsify some things. They've done something too. Isis, oh my gosh. Call back your power on it and what is rightfully yours. And I was seeing something. This person, this is so good to finally get this out your life. This is like giving clean sweep. Somebody was committing some really disgusting sexual acts with a relative. They found out like when it was too late. Like their relationship prior. Good things coming into you, Gemini. Forgiveness, authenticity. It's probably what somebody could tell you. Forgiveness. Withholding forgiveness only hurts you and prolongs the pain. It's time to forgive someone, or maybe even yourself, so you can stay on the path of your highest potential. Authenticity. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. I feel like you completely accept your niche, unique areas of yourself. You actually prefer to be around individuals who are like this because you don't like the cookie cutter, the mundane. You may choose to forgive yourself and how much you chose to invest in something that was inauthentic as authentic energy comes in. Your divine counterpart, some of y'all are already connected with this person. They have the hots for you. If you needed to spice up your love life, if you needed just your spouse to pay attention to you, if you needed your spouse to invest in you and not just in like the things that they usually do to try to show that they want to invest in you, they're going to. Because they feel like, let's say you were the type, you would be like here and there, you know, I'm starting to feel like I really want a divorce, or like you're not treating me right, or you're not invested in me, or you're not Like, Mitch, these flowers are kind of rotting out, or, you know, why you still going to the other place when I told you I prefer stuff from this place? Like, somebody wasn't listening to you. And I don't know if some of y'all are doing like some juju work to see if you can save your connection before you kind of spew with them again. Or some of you guys, if you have a new relationship that's coming in, boy, this peacock got their feathers out. Like the peacock, you know, I'm having like a sight moment. They are moving and they are shaking. They are here. It's going to be very refreshing. They don't do what you do and they don't want to do what you do. But they like what you do a lot. Also, I'm getting here. This is going to be some good news. There was somebody you may have felt like you had to threaten that you was going to put one in their ass. They finally got it together. Or they're like, you're going to see improvement in like the next week or two. All right. And don't get me wrong. This is somebody who's progressing. This is somebody who's trying to like put in more work or effort in something. You're going to see more improvement. And then here and there's going to be like a little like, but then you're going to be like, they pick back up. They don't stop. They don't, give up. And you're going to be happy that you actually got to that point. That you didn't hold back. Ginger ale could be very significant. Child, it was like the eyes and the nose got hot and the eyes was watering. You have 2522. You could be just so excited for Christmas. Or there's going to be some sort of welcoming or joy around Christmas between the 22nd and the 25th for some reason. This is supposed to be up until November, but I feel like there's something here that's happening. There's a holiday that's coming through, and there's like some positive expectations that come in. We got 13 that's coming through here, 10 that's coming through, 23, 25, and 22. This 10th could be, somebody could be visiting a doctor and being notified they're going to have to be induced. Somebody, when they turn 33 years old, they might have to get induced. Somebody's going to be surprisingly healthy. Healthier than they were when they were 22. They're going to have some people shook and shocked at like how they moved on to the right path. Because you got 333 here. Or like somebody's insides look very much so improved from when they were like really, really young. Like between these young ages, and as they've gotten older, something looks like a new baby, pum pum, and good things inside. Because this is about a baby or something that's growing or expanding, or somebody is also getting like a check for like cysts around the womb and things like that. Like somebody's been doing some health checkups, and somebody's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? Because I need to recommend a lot of this stuff to my clients. I'm also seeing somebody who's already been focusing on naturally tightening their vajayjay area is getting some sort of vajayjay rejuvenation. And Jesus Christ, and somebody is purchasing some very expensive perfume lotions, very quality like lotions as well. Some of these people are not like well-known luxury brands, but they are extremely well-made materials that they use or implement in their things. What's in the excuse y'all? Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all's and friends, okay? I have this big window right here, and there's a cat who just jumped on the little like screen outside, and his little claws, I could hear him. Hers. I hope that's not Nala. Or maybe one of her little kittens. If you saw my Instagram, she had 4 little kittens. It's my little, I call her my outside cat because I caught them living underneath my deck a few years ago. And I actually met her mother first, and her mother actually introduced me to her. And they're very like intuitive and stuff. They got their own family out in the backyard. Maybe cats are significant. Kitten pups. Somebody has kitten pups or something like that. You're gonna have one of these kitten pups. It just feels like they always want to run into your crib or something. Take some. But like maybe you choose to welcome one of them in. You might notice something going on with one of them. Okay, so just be very mindful of that. They go into hiding for a little bit and then they finally get revealed. If you got rid of them or something like that, I feel like somebody wants one. Or you're going to start seeing one of them in your dream or something like that. Okay, Gemini, those were your messages. I hope and pray that it resonate with you and that you enjoyed this message. Let's go on to some of the other signs. Going on to Cancer. Ace of Swords, okay. Hi, Cancer. I hope and pray all is well with you. Quick. Let's go ahead and see the good things that are coming into Vacation could be significant. Traveling, very significant. Somebody likes to car rides with you. You have the Queen of Chalices here. This is your energy for most of you all. And we have the Three of Chalices in reverse. You are not connected with somebody that you know is playing you or somebody who is manipulating your energy in a way. You're exhausted with dealing with this person. This is very good because you are choosing to separate yourself from things that you're unsure about. Maybe this is like the first time in a long time you've done this. Choosing yourself so that you can progress forward. On there's something here about money that's coming into you too. You needed it. There was some sort of financial hiccup that was affecting the connection around you that you saw the true colors of. And like, as soon as you make this divine choice, you recognize there's a rewarding thing that comes in and confirms that you did the right thing. Beautiful. Some of y'all may have a spirit animal of a, that's so weird. I saw it right here. A buffalo or a bison. You have the Five of Chalices. Missing out, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords. Five of Chalices, the Nine of Chalices, and the Three of Swords. But a good thing's coming to you. This is involving a water sign for sure, or an air sign for sure. Somebody who was, you found out some messy stuff about somebody. Now you get to celebrate something. And this person at home, like by themselves, sad. Especially if you know this person will like cold pizza. If this person don't like cold pizza, I don't think it's this person. It's somebody who likes cold pizza, okay? I'm also seeing somebody's going to be feeling crabby real soon who wanted to slow you down. I'm also seeing here that there's going to be like a party or something that you go to, a festival thing that goes off without a hitch. But you're going to have to be that supportive good friend because somebody's going to run into like an ex or somebody that they were really obsessed with at one point in time. 33 is very significant here. The good news for you is that, like, let's say at one point in time you had somebody who instantly was jumping up and down to like organize an event for someone. They're going to royally fuck up. Maybe you wanted to do it, but you were more quiet about it. You were like, you know, I feel like I could do it too, or something like that. It feels like somebody who was like on the run or on the rush to like do something for somebody, or do something like to surprise somebody. It does not go as planned, or somebody invites like the wrong person, but it leaves for good entertainment for you. This could be somebody who did something very shady to you. It's like giving the energy of you getting the last laugh about a circumstance, okay? The last laugh about a circumstance. Maybe somebody has a Cancer North Node, okay? That could be what I'm picking up on. Cancer or Pisces North Node. What's the good stuff coming to Cancer? Getting sexy. The Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Chalices. Good things coming to you is that you're going to be a whole lot more balanced in something that you choose to work on in the future. Like, let's say you found out somebody was kind of playing off of your emotions, or like you were being nothing but supportive throughout a situation with somebody, and it just feels like you couldn't do enough, or somebody just seemed deceptive, and then you found out some truth like on a whim, or like somebody was kind of, it's one of those situations where somebody says something and they thought that you knew about something the whole time, and they're blabbery. You're like, you know what? No. Like, I don't need you to even trip about what you just did. Like, thank you. You just saved my fucking life. Thank you. You know? I've had so many situations like that, baby. And the best things ever happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? Right after. So this feels like one of those things where it's like, hey, I'm just very grateful that something occurred so that I don't have to like be stuck in something fake or miserable, or that was going to leave me lonely anyway. I'm going to celebrate this milestone. I'm going to change my situation in this scenario. I'm going to accelerate forward. And I'm going to be confident and hot doing it. You could be the type of person that's like hot every day. Like, even when you feel like your unsexy days are sexy, choose to have unsexy days. Because, like, I feel like your next person is going to be that type of person where, like, y'all are always going out. So when you are, like, a little bit cash and just cooling and stuff like that, it's actually going to be, like, a real big turn on to this person. And also, some people that can't do casual right. Like, when they really casual, or if they do too much, like, with their face, and they don't do, like, a lot of skincare work, and they're of a certain age and things like that, it feels like somebody's going to be looking at you, and they were dealing with somebody older than you at one point in time. And, like, they got these dark circles. They got all these lines. They collagen ain't doing shit for them. It's just nothing but, you know, poo-poo. So imagine the poom-poom, right? And the boom-boom, right? So when somebody starts doing things like helping themselves, focusing on, like, the importance of these things, like, somebody's got their shit together. They're going to be looking at you like, how the fuck do you look younger than such and such? And you know? Why am I hearing somebody say, I'm going on an adventure? That's from the fucking Hobbit, okay? Go on an adventure then, Cancer. Maybe somebody's looking for a location to get married in. The 3401 is very significant. Okay. Somebody's doing huge age reversals. I can even see it in the dice. These 3 3s are really significant. 10 years younger. Cancer, if you had someone who was like, sorry to sound like a fucking Windex commercial for half a second. But Cancer, if you had someone who was like blocking your growth while you were committed to them recently and they brought a challenge up, this person's about to go through like something hidden from them. Like, let's say you found out like somebody was a whole hoe, because I'm seeing that part from what is the name of that movie? It's Complicated, where Steve Martin was like a very big hoe. Okay, I'm seeing this vibe. Somebody's gonna be getting the fishy, kitchy from the next person that they connect with. But it's funny because I feel like this person was having a secret rendezvous with this person while they were with you. But this person stepped out on them, and when they come back, be careful like HPV and shit like that may have like no symptoms. Okay, go do you a wellness check. There's something here about 30, that wellness check, and by 41. So like, I hope I'm not picking up on somebody who finds out like 11 years later that they had something since their early 30s. Because, you know, that could turn into like other stuff. So if somebody did something to you, you still need to go get your wellness check, because I feel like this person would never tell you about this. They'll leave you on the dirt, in the dust. The world. If it was hard for you to get out some sort of diploma or to receive something, things are going to get a whole lot easier the moment you start to prioritize not being like a, what do they call that? A serial dater? They're saying something about serial dating. And don't overbook yourself. Because one of these things, dang, if you overbook yourself, somebody's going to attempt to fire you from something that you were actually most excited about. For some scrawny bitch who put something on a shit list anyway, but you could see so much more potential and value in something than someone else will, but you're not given the opportunity to do it if you over prioritize yourself. So that's why I'm saying that, okay? Maybe the good thing is that like I was able to see that beforehand in case that is your circumstance and it comes up. Maybe you can reevaluate something before you make a final decision or choice. Yeah, because you have the King of Swords. There will be something that you'll need to take action on and a choice that'll need to be made with the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords, okay? Yep, the Lovers in reverse. Something's not meant for you to do. Something's not meant for you to choose. Be careful if you're actively in your whole roster area. There's a lot of confinement that needs to happen here. There's a lot of names that need to be erased off of this list. If you are sharing a list with somebody, like, I don't know if you're in a commitment or a relationship or something like that, or if somebody lied about their list, they left 7 people off the list, and I can see them falling off and where they fell off at. And some of them, they have them sectioned off via rank, and for others of them, they have them sectioned off via time frames, okay? So there's like 3 more foes from whenever that removed. Somebody lied about being a born-again virgin then. The 8 of Chalices. What the fuck did I say? Reprioritizing yourself. If you left somebody who was a strong reader for somebody who really just is only interested in other stuff, like more out in the streets type, the 2 of Pentacles. I don't see you wanting this Knight of Wands back, this Page of Wands back, excuse me. I called them a knight. They're a knave. Excuse me, page. All right. Still, they're very fast. Very, very fast. Nine of Pentacles. Look, I know that's right. So this is somebody who's happily moving on and prioritizing themselves. Cancer. You have the opportunity for that restart, reset. Somebody's going to give you a hard time, though. I can tell through the dice numbers. This is about you recognizing, hey, Four of Cups kind of vibe, Four of Pentacles. Let me start preserving my energy, too. I'm going to choose to have this reset, this restart. I see that I've been putting too much emphasis on the wrong things, too, because 666 is here. That angel number talks about that, like maybe putting too much emphasis on like the 3D or like things that aren't important, but the 0 is about the reset too. You recognize that, hey, I could turn this around. I can reset this. And then you start with that 1, which is full energy of like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. With it being in the reversed, and then you got this 4 minus 1 energy here with another 3. Somebody's going to try to block your path of progression. Even if you feel like you wasn't progressing before, you're still going to this time. Because this 3 is going to wind up in the upright. This is somebody who was inauthentic to you in the past anyway. But you could have been cheating with this person like on somebody else. And it's like, well, what the fuck did you expect? Or like you could have found out this person was doing black magic on a situation that you were like really cool and compatible in. You know, they were doing that shit the whole time, and then they hurt somebody that you really cared about. Of course, you're going to internally feel less bad when something bad happens to this person. So you don't care about them as much because they did something to somebody who was genuine, who didn't deserve it. You can't love them as much now. You just naturally will never be able to care for this person like how you care for somebody else who was truly innocent in the situation. So there is always going to be this emotional closed offness where you have the opportunity to start something new and refreshing. Maybe even focusing on another area of your life, but you're prioritizing yourself first and clearing off the things that you used to prioritize as second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever. Maybe you're choosing to come together with somebody that you know it will never work out with in that way again, but you're okay with how it's going. The 6 of Swords, because somebody has a clear path. You can tell somebody really is not, they don't care about the negativity. They've always been about peace. Maybe you're like hopping on that, or you're starting to see the light, or starting to see why somebody chose to move the way that they do. So they inspired you and they helped you grow still, and it's just a little bit different this time because there may not be any physical connection anymore. Okay. Hilarious. Divine emergence. Be seen. Let the world know your gifts. Somebody could be a comedian. I am seeing here that some of you guys may need to go live. Some of y'all, you might not think that you have a great sense of humor, but when you start to like have these revolutions, or you start to see somebody who you thought was like a hater of yours isn't, or like somebody who had like a bad vibe towards you, they don't, like they wish you nothing but well, and you start to see like even the karma with this bitch works a little bit differently. I ain't never had no bitch I done did the worst to who still is not necessarily a hater. It's kind of helping you. It's funny how things fold. Funny how things fold, and I'm seeing this napkin and I'm seeing this money. This person that you thought hated you, they probably kind of did at one point, or had to heal from hate and practice forgiveness. One of their ancestors, they could have asked one of their ancestors to help you with like your progression or like work if they saw that you were struggling with something at a time where you thought that this person was like criticizing you. So like, let's say you have like some sort of huge breakup or brawl out when it comes to something that you thought was going to work in your life, but it was like masked as jealousy from you or the other person. Some of y'all may not notice, so just, you know, if it's not you, then it's definitely them if this is resonating up to this point, right? Whether you knew it or not, like this is something secret or hidden, or this person just didn't tell the truth all the way. But this other person, this older person who it seems like you're able to kind of be balanced enough, this person asked the ancestor that they knew was quite successful to force help you into getting yourself stable, to getting your life together. They got tired of, like, they're not a hater. They don't use that energy well. They got tired of hating you like a year and a half ago or more. So, like, if you've been sending this person evil eye and you've been having shit blow up on your ass, you might want to stop. And if you say, like, no and stuff like that, I'm seeing somebody's shoes getting taken, like somebody won't be able to have no shoes or buy none, and some shoes gonna get messed up. And then after that, it's the floor and water. Like, shit's gonna start to mess up. That foundation is going to set you up because somebody never had that intention towards you. And you're going to also see, if you were believing that there was somebody who was like a crybaby here, or trying to, like, I don't know, there was somebody here who was a crybaby. It's a female. Libra is significant. The other water signs are significant. Leo is significant. And lilac, lily. Okay? Maybe somebody likes that color. This person was like doing some siphoning stuff with somebody, trying to embody them. Somebody that they knew you missed. Because you got the 5 of Cups. And this person who is really intuitive been found out, and all they've been doing is just return to the sender. That's why this person is so miserable. They were harvesting off of somebody else's energy, abusing them. And somebody just heightened up their energetic field. So now it's like they're tired, they're drained. You start to see the same signs to that other person that you thought was falling off, and then you see, no, this is just that bitch getting what they needed. Getting exactly what they needed. Dang. You're happy about this singleness. Like, you're happy about, like, being able to breathe fresh air. Some of you, your sinuses could be clearing up too. That's also what I'm getting. Or you'll be able to, like, feel hopeful about being able to move to, like, this freshwater place that's, like, you want to supposedly heal something for you, if that's you. Beautiful. For those of you who have, like, had a home cleanse or protection, you start to see and feel it working. For others of you, oh my gosh. Is somebody been, like, investing in gnomes? They're going to be sending you some serendipitous luck when it comes to abundance and also securing your home. It's so crazy. I'm seeing somebody who is trying to, like, walk into somebody's house thinking that it wasn't secure, trips on a gnome and some grass, not seeing it because it's dark outside. And somebody hit their chin hard as hell. So if you wake up and you see some blood in your driveway or on some grass and you have gnomes in your yard, this shit really happened. Like, your gnome saved you from, like, somebody trying to really rob you or burglarize your home. Ugly spirited ass motherfucker. Some of y'all might step on a snake that was in your yard and that motherfucker just winds up dead. Just like a direct sign of an enemy that was in your life. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Some of y'all might need to start doing them walks, taking them meditative walks. Somebody gonna be like, why aren't you prioritizing me anymore? In a time period where it's like you could have intuitively learned that this person hated you. Like you had somebody who wanted you obligated towards them. Or like things that they needed to do to prioritize for themselves. They were being codependent in a connection to kind of gain these things that they felt like were requirements that they couldn't really invest in for themselves. And it doesn't feel like you wanted to invest in these things for them, if I'm being honest, you know, about the situation, Cancer. And so that's why it feels like it's an obligation. That's why it feels like it's a forced thing on you. And if this is not somebody else, there's something that you do with yourself that you're about to get ready to like, okay, because it's not good. And it's stressing you. It's limiting you. So this is the limitation that you're breaking, that obligation. It's like somebody knew who I was, you know, before they got with me. Or I'm just tell you right now, if you ever, I'm seeing a masculine, I don't know who was who here. And I don't know if this is a third party that somebody did this with. So take it as it resonates, especially if you found out or saw a bill or something. If you were in a relationship and somebody paid to get somebody else's hair done and they could never really fucking invest in yours, or whoever did that, this is their karma, they're just due. They will not be able to recover. They're going to still take like a negative balance hit after it was already in the red. There could be some good news for you. Because I feel like whenever this person had enough money in their life, they invested in trying to take you out in a negative way, like in a negative connotation. So this is why Source is keeping them broke. Okay, so Cancer, those were your messages. I hope and pray that it resonated with you and that you enjoyed this message. I will talk to you guys next time. Let's go on to the wonderful Leos out there. Let's see what's coming to them. Hi Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus, North Node. I hope and pray all is well with you. Let's see the good things that are coming into you. So I just got a download. If you make good biscuits or homemade biscuits or something like that, your food is healing. There's somebody here. I don't know if you just started a new relationship or if you're seeking like something like to sweeten things up, to sweeten somebody up or something like that. They like what they getting. Just make sure they're not using you, you know? For the most part, if this is a new person, I found it to be quite well. Like somebody's like, oh my gosh, Anita, okay? But for those of you where this is somebody in the past, I do want to emphasize that just based off the last reading, we want to make sure we're not encouraging nobody to stay in no shit show. Trying to sweeten them up and stuff. Yeah, the Sun, see? A lot of happiness that you bring to others, and I feel like it's the gift that keeps on giving. Who is this happiness hater with this blonde hair? This person presently has blonde hair. Or this person just recently talked about dyeing their hair blonde. This person thought that you were talking bad about them. You don't think of them in no bad way. You could have said something actually very nice about them and stuff like that. Trying to like give the benefit of the doubt of a situation, and so they did some dark stuff and you got a blessing back, or you're about to. Dang. The 10 of Cups. This person could presently be in a relationship while you're single as hell. And that you find out after the fact, after they did this fuck stuff, that they're like about to be breaking up with their spouse that they've been with for a while, and you're about to get married. It's like a total change. If you're wanting that, by the way, okay? Because it is your choice. But for those of you where something like that happened, like some freak accident, where you're like, what? I would never do that. Or I would never like be a hater towards a situation. I just know the people that I know. Something like that. Somebody about to be looking really foolish. The Four of Cups. Don't give to these situations. I feel like this is going to be a situation that you no longer give to. It's like losing a fake friend. Like, you don't care. You can never give a fuck about it. The Three of Swords. Maybe I'm picking up on the good news is somebody really does regret what they did say to you, or what they wrote to you, or something like that. Now, if this is something about some comment or something like that online, somebody doesn't regret it because they actually found out the truth and somebody admitted it to them. You just don't know about it. But they don't care to tell you either. They just they move on in goodness, and they just try to make sure that they keep people protected and they move forward. I feel like, I'm going to be real honest with you. You deal with people in your present life, Leo, who actively go out of their way to brag about something that they do. And this person is not like that. And this is why you perceive them to be a hater, because you've never dealt with somebody like them. They love moving in silence because it benefits them so greatly, because a lot of people hate on that. A lot of people can't really live in mystery and ominous energy like they do. Like, this person could be one of those like secret Santas all year round. See? And the Six of Swords. This person may be at a far from you or at a distance. Be careful if that happened. Like, this person may have really like checked the fuck out of people because they don't like when people play with other people's energy. And when you said something to them, they may have knew of somebody who had a similar situation. They're not dumb. I feel like if you started to get a backfire from something, you're starting to see like where you should stop so that you can elevate and move forward, because you might have misinterpreted something, you know? Ten-of-Wands, you made something more burdensome for yourself. But you're going to have like a breakthrough once you recognize like, hey, I'm fucking me up now, when you go to your higher self. I'm also seeing you're going to be like getting yourself back on track, which is beautiful. There is a stubborn masculine in your life who almost made you feel trapped in something. I don't know, for some of you it will be a relative. For others of you guys, it could be a memory that comes back from somebody who's crossed on. And there's something that they're referencing that's happening in your present life, and that's why it's coming through, especially if you've been having like a dream or something where you have a dream state, kind of a vision about someone. Ultimately, you will master this. You will figure out what this is related to in your personal life. Of course, it will be different for everyone. But you'll see the direct take on it and why it's coming through. And you'll be like, oh my God, like, thank you. Now I can go ahead and do this. It makes something just so much easier. If a light flickers or it turns on or off or something like that, it's going to make total sense. It's going to bring light to you. Money's coming in. It's looking wonderful. You're able to save, prioritize something. I'm also getting a plan. Is going very well. So if you've been a little bit less giving to someone here to prioritize yourself, it's favoring you. If somebody's been choosing to be less giving towards you, and you did something to them, is working, you know, they're blessing up. All right. I don't know why I keep getting for the good things coming to you. If you don't hate, you get no hate. Maybe you're working on like your mindset, or just how to like have a better mindset. Seven of Swords. There's something here about frugality. Fugazi people. Somebody who stood you up in a date, you're dodging a bullet. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing yourself. They were only just trying to take a page from your book. This was the type of person who had the intention of vendetta or the motive to take something from yours. This is a male. Maybe you have like a ward over your home or your living circumstances with like a radius of, you know, X amount of miles or whatever. And they weren't able to get past it. So you already had like your sign. And if this hasn't happened prior, like it's going to happen. And this is why it's happening. And if it's not you with the border boundaries, it's a sister or an aunt. You got the Queen of Swords, see? Somebody who's very discerning. They don't give a fuck. When they love what they love, they love what they love. And I damn better not catch you thinking about you trying to take out somebody that I love. You know? I see somebody who has the intention of maybe traveling to like a southern state, but then they're like not so sure. Like they started doing some research or learning about a certain area that may seem a bit like too good to be true a little bit, or very positive typically. They learn a lot about it and they're like, oh, okay. We may need that water setting around there to cleanse all that bullshit. And I'm also picking up, if you felt like you needed to change your fate on where you were going to be moving, you're going to be doing something here. It's a huge investment. It will be a huge investment that pays well, because you got the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords in the same row, one on top of the other. You got taken advantage of a whole lot. For the good things that's coming in to have these 2 cards, it feels like some things that you felt like were holding you back are actually going to help something else to go off without a hitch. You're going to invest in some sort of software here that's going to have a lot of research detailed into it about something that you discover. And you're going to be like, yo, this changes how I maneuver in my life. I'm going to start prioritizing this. And if you are in a partnership of some kind, Leo, I'm seeing that there's something here where you can put both of your like birthdays or whatever this is, like whatever you're looking up or researching. You can put all of that in this database and search up to make sure that things are very copious with both of you all. Very nice. And no, I wouldn't be worried about like if this person is lying, cheating, or stealing. This feels like there was someone here who may have been stalking this person or hella obsessed and they're ready to move away from them. This person could have falsified themselves as a third party to y'all's connectionship at one point in time. But like, either they didn't have like supporting proof, or they held back, you know what I'm saying? Like this is somebody who was well aware of a circumstance or situation. Good things coming into you. You got a reason to stay in and incur your wealth. This is life-changing. You're keeping it to yourself, and it's going to actually lead you to more abundance. Damn, why am I getting like you could have felt like you were broke for a while, and then you have like a huge amount of abundance that comes into you. And then the next day, it's like a random person, like you've been by yourself in the house and like, let's say you gotta go run an errand. A random stranger like gives you hella money. You're going to be like, damn, why did that come in like when I needed it? Maybe earlier in Libra season. I don't know what this is about, and I feel like you should think of it that way. But it's just like the shock of it all, you know? It's very beautiful. You absolutely deserve it. Something that you've been doing for yourself, some of those juju remedy work, healing work, salt baths and things like that is absolutely working. You could have wrote yourself something very loving, or you wrote your person something very loving. I feel like they read part of it. There's something here about the word remind that they really emphasize, that sentence with the word remind. Okay? They really like how you put that. Oh, you have the devil. Oh, shit. What is this devil? The Five of Wands. Oh, the good news is you're about to find out if a motherfucker was arguing with you or giving you a hard time, either about bills, a certain date, setting a date, trying to set a date for a vacation, or trying to get a group of motherfuckers together. Somebody in this scenario, or two people specifically, are cheaters. Your guys are all on this. This is somebody who made fun of what you do, tried to hurt you. They made fun, especially if you do something when it comes to, like, you told them something about something that you do with fire, not knowing that it's something that's actualizing in their life that you wish for. Like, maybe, you know, if somebody hurt you really bad, you could be like, hey, I want this person to get as far away from me as possible. They're getting further and further and further away from you as they want to come in closer, closer, closer. So it's like, while they were talking shit about, oh, it ain't gonna work, bitch, presently, and all these other things. And somebody feels like because they are able to kind of walk nearby you, that means that they're able to get close to you. They're dumb as shit. So the good thing is with this, justice is at the bottom of the deck with this. Somebody's getting their just due when they don't want it, and where they thought it was like, where they thought that they were manipulating you into like believing in some sort of lack mentality. It's like it's failing them. Or something could have slowed down, so it seems like this person was able to stay in your life for a little bit longer, but it's like so that they can never come back into your life. Because I'm here, just kidding, I'm never coming back, which is absolutely Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Okay. Thoth, divine magic. The teacher awakens, the student becomes a master. Yeah. Somebody's going to wake up and realize this. Somebody's going to wake up and realize this. They're not going to be able to do something to stop it. They're going to try to manipulate the energy and even come through like they're Thoth-like energy. And Kuan Yin, like they're very peaceful to the divine feminine. Kuan Yin would slap the fuck out of them, and she's so graceful. She's like a cat. You know? Would totally obliterate them. And be mindful. This is the type of person, when it comes to Kuan Yin energy, they already tried to abuse her. She is the voice of heaven and the mother of mothers. So what are they really getting at? This is somebody who still believes like they're going to go to heaven. This is somebody who believes that they're still in good divine favor. I could be talking about somebody's child here. You might need to accept that. Like, don't expect to see them on the other side. Like, for your peace. Source is saying, like, you put up with a lot. They've aged you. If you have pain in your body and you be thinking of seasonal weather, it's this person's seasonal problems, because they could have a strong connection to some sort of season specifically. So they could be a water sign. You get intuitive signs and nudges through pain in your body from this person. Especially if you have Capricorn. We already know you have Leo on your chart. If you have Capricorn, if you have Virgo, if you have Scorpio, and if you have, what was the other one that I saw? The Leo, Pisces, and a little bit of Taurus in your chart. Okay. Somebody else was getting this too. And they tried to figure out where it was coming from. And they saw where it was also affecting the mother too. This is why they got the fuck away. It might seem like a joke. They knew that something was going to be hell in their life. But they had gotten downloads before. They have to get away. They have to starve someone. So that this change to save their life will help them. So ultimately, they will never have to deal with this again. They're at the 9 and the 10. They don't care. They're not stopping your life anymore. You're not stopping your life anymore, you know? You got people who are in that energy. Maybe you need that encouragement. There are people here who are doing this. Who are, you know, they're in that energy too. Yeah, make peace with your thoughts and your world. There are people outside of like your everyday reality who are really expanding. They're really wise. They're not going backwards. Maybe you have some people who are going backwards. Like that same sister, not for everybody, but there's going to be two people here. That same sister that was doing that protection work to ward off somebody who was going to try to, like, you know, hurt your energy. Not like a sister. This is an actual sister, biological. They might be trying to reconcile with a fuck squad. And something like bad happens. And they're like, why is this happening? Their protection work is protecting them. The fuck? You may need to confirm it to them. And they're going to be really upset. Blood boiling. You may have to calm this person down, or you might be like, hey, you know, you figure that shit out on your own. You tried to mess them up on the phone. What I had going on? I don't know. Whatever. That's where your highest good, it says. And there's bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you don't have the strength and bravery to make this decision. Excuse me. Fuck that NT at the end. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision. And you will feel so much lighter when you do. I wasn't trying to convince you there. I had like a little slight lapse of judgment. Like my eyes kind of twisted while I was reading a little bit. So I apologize. You have money that's coming in. You need to be confident about that. Maybe confident in your manifestations or in your beliefs, or like as you manifest. You had somebody who was trying to hate on the fact that you was manifesting something ever so slightly a little bit. But then you put them in on the spiel and you was like, hey, I just want to make sure I get you something that's actually going to work for you. And it does. So just keep moving in silence, all right? And trust in the process. Also, if you recommended something to someone in the last 12 days or so, and they never got back to you to let you know if it was working or not, it is totally working for them. And moreover, I'm getting here, these people are not trying to like notify you of how enlightened you are, and you're so tired of this, so you start to choose to prioritize yourself. 22 is very significant. 222 is very significant. 223, one of my favorite angel numbers, is very significant. You have the 0212, okay? As well as 6212, but it's the 0212 that's going to like really hit you the most. When you put it in your Google, sometimes it'll remove the 0, but nevertheless here that reset is really, really important. And it's important not to remove that 0, because that reset and that restart, that refreshing energy is actually what triggers some sort of thoughtfulness when it comes to kinship, connection, union. is going to be very significant or important. This could be about you going to a new place or a place that just newly renovated itself, when you come across just a kindness overall, a pleasantry overall. And then you have this one here that's coming through, that's signaling how you prioritize and emphasize yourself, because you've been energetically showing yourself that you're a little bit lethargic. And so your thoughts and your mindsets have been reflecting that. Some of y'all may have had like a mini little period of like feeling bored ever so slightly. You was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I told myself when I get like this, I'm going to do this. And so then you start getting 4, 4, 4. You're where you're meant to be as far as you self-acknowledging what's going on. 4, 3 and 1 make 4, and 2 and 2 making that 4. Okay. So then when you get to that last 2, and it kind of blends and, you know, makes everything come together, this is showing me that you have a great formula for success, because you start to take on that second energy as being your higher self, and it like favors your happiness. You start to connect and attract people who are also in that enlightened energy. They think from a higher place. You no longer can mate and connect with people who are not able to be in the same divinity as you. You're experiencing something better. So of course, sex that you were having before that you thought was a bit yummy is like all the way at the bottom. Rocks that you thought was the best rocks that you released way back when are not, you know, now they compare. What? You might even wonder, like, what was that? You know, was something else is here? Maybe you did some, if your own attractiveness is attractive to you, you are enjoying your liberated self. And it has got your true mate jealous. They heard you. And if your true mate is coming in and you start to feel like, hey, this is that right person, I have a good feeling about this. Fuck whomever the fucks. Also, a good thing that's coming to you, somebody who was trying to make you jealous with something past tense is now mad that they can't make you jealous, or that they realize like something backfired on them, or is backfiring on them for trying to fuck with you. You would have been supportive of this circumstance too if this is somebody who, like, maybe, you know, there was something, oh, this is why this happened. Oh, wow. So God had some sort of relationship where somebody was trying to make you jealous with somebody from like the past tense, jealous. They had this relationship fall apart, even if it's not like, you know, confirmed. It's just not healthy. It's not happy. It's not supportive. It's not giving what it needs to give. Because you would still be settling when it comes to how bad this person fucked you over. Even that, even you kind of being, you know, kind about the circumstance, it would be like letting your guard down when you need to, the very least. So you saved your own ass and somebody being rude to you. And if you were the person who like got treated rude by somebody, like let's say you didn't start something, like you're not the first person who said something in a situation or a circumstance at all. You know what I'm saying? You did the right thing and just not saying nothing at all. Somebody who thought it was okay to just open and spew anything, whether mean, nice, something like that. They thought that their words were going to get past your intuition. Or like you can't hear what they were thinking the whole time. Or like you didn't see their eyes or their demons. So when you came back with something that they thought was a clapback and they thought that they could kind of get a little rowdy or try to get you riled up to make you seem like you were the person filled with drama, you kicked their asses to the curb then. And they actually set something to kind of fall apart and fail from that point forward. They did that. They did that shit. And they might be trying to blame like you, especially if you have Capricorn in your chart or Virgo. Like, it was one of those things you didn't have to do nothing. God did it. You was just like, you know what? I'm just going to step back. Because sometimes people think that they can speak to you when they already ghosts. And you don't speak to Caspers and shit. When you said some shit was dead, you know, these are just motherfuckers who are responding, trying to respond. You have higher priorities in life, and like, you don't see negativity. So, Leo, that was your message. I hope and pray that you enjoyed and that it resonated for you. Congratulations when it comes to this and how you handle your mentality these days. Good. That's very good, like how courageous you're being. I feel like somebody was trying to like throw one over on you. Like somebody had that intent the whole time to swindle you. They came in your life needing something, in need. They were in 5 of Pentacles. Homeless like energy. And it feels like they're going to leave out worse. Or they're going to try to do that to somebody else and then do the same thing to somebody else. And you're going to see this is somebody who serially does this shit. You might, I don't know if you were able to communicate with somebody who knew of this person before you did. But there was somebody trying to forewarn you, hey, don't trust that bitch. She did that to me. She did that to the last person. It's a girl. Pretend to be a woman. They took advantage of you. So, Virgo. Hi, Virgo. I hope and pray all is well with you. Okay, they said they want this to be the first card. And I thought, oh, 6 of Wands already. You're receiving some sort of positivity or success or a positive accolade, achievement that is going to be recognized by others, or others will congratulate you, applaud you, try to lift you up. They're Patrick Swayze in you, baby. They holding you up. They're recognizing you. The 5 of Wands. After you've been through so much. You fought for this. You refused to allow somebody to take over your vision or what you had for some sort of project. Now you have people who were encouraging you to do other projects because they see where something's going to be best. 9 of Pentacles. This is not somebody trying to tell you what to do or give you advice either. This is somebody with a knowing that you need to trust. It's not these people here. I'm picking up on this intuitively because this is the good stuff coming to you. There's going to be somebody coming in that's not in your immediate circle. They did not do that sabotaging shit to you. They did not have you needing to kind of bicker back with them in order to get what you needed to get done. This is somebody who's just a kind of, they're not old either, but they have like an old soul spirit. This is like one of those kind, gentle women who's sending you like something of kindness. They're like, hey, I'm getting something here that's coming through. And it's because those same people that they're talking about, they just like invested in you. You don't even know it. They might have some sort of alias name. If you sell something, there's a bigger business or publication or somebody who knows somebody who just invested in your work and was talking about how they wanted to work with you at the time that somebody said something to you. And you kind of brushed their shit off. And you may need to check your email. Like somebody's going to be really trying to pick your stuff up. Okay? You have some people out there who may be like total strangers to you or like in a virtual setting or something. Like you get people who care about you in a different setting than what you believed. And then it turns into something great. And it has you leaving behind everybody who thought that they could affect you. With the Hangman, you're seeing things in a different way. You start to see improvements when you start to implement something in your life. There's a change in your day where you're prioritizing something different and it's going off without a hitch. You got the Six of Pentacles and the Empress. There is somebody here who is getting a nice payout of what they deserve and more. If you ever, okay, because I don't know who's watching this, if you're masculine or feminine, if you're ever considering investing and buying somebody a purse, never give it to them empty. Leave a coin in there to encourage that their purse is never empty. A coin, one coin or some money, whatever. But it's a kind gesture or endeavor that you pray for their success, their happiness in the future. It's very important. This nurturing energy is so beautiful for you guys. Virgo. You want some, okay. Aw, are you concerned because you feel like your children are about to be like Chucky and Rugrats and Paris? Like maybe you're seeking to have, somebody's going to have a wonderful mother. We're not going to get to the sad shit on the plane and stuff. Somebody's going to make like a wonderful mother. They may be one already, but like, let's say somebody been nervous. I feel like somebody's about to come into like this, take a chance, make mistakes. Something unexpected happens. I'm not gonna lie, there is somebody here who seems like they're set on some sort of goal. Like, whatever goal this may be, you have something set when it comes to your biological clock in some way, Virgo, or somebody does. Something's going to work. Somebody's going to become more fertile as they age. Because they start to take care of their health. Somebody got their handstands. Yes. This is not about me, but I do have Virgo on my chart. If you've been like tuning into some of the like the injuries that I have with my feet and stuff like that, I finally was able to get that shit back. And I feel like some of you guys are like on that wavelength too. Congratulations to you. Like it's very cool to start to feel confident in yourself again and know that like nothing can stop you or weigh you down, right? That energy of just like prioritizing yourself, continuously going no matter what comes your way. Of course, is going to bring this energy of you breaking down like these standards and these things that were trying to limit you. These things that were completely trying to get in your way that you knew didn't matter. For those of you running marathons or doing things like that, you may place, like you're getting some sort of gift. You was like, I wasn't even training all like that, but it's working well. There's also a child that's going to be, what is the word? They're going to be getting your gifts. Like let's say you're great at running or something like that, or you're active. Somebody's going to be into that. Or gardening, or just caretaking. Oh, I'm picking up one of y'all are actually raising a child that's actually going to wind up being that stay-at-home father. That's like, somebody's a stand-up guy. Somebody's female is already D-right, and that's how obsessed their relationship is going to be. Like, it's a really good relationship. And I'm talking about some little babies here, okay? I'm seeing the other baby too. I'm seeing the female baby already. So this is very cute, just seeing them as children, all right? This is beautiful. I'm seeing this Chariot energy here, and I like that it's different than the last few times I've been seeing it in these readings, okay? There's going to be a lot of progression that comes in. Somebody could be gifted a car, or somebody's going to be like getting something new. Something's going to start moving forward and progressing in people's lives. And somebody's just growing at a drastic rate. You're going to stop something. Yes, you're going to stop something. You're the person who stops. So you make the final call with the Ace of Swords, and it has something to do with a conflict. Is this something that's going on secretly? Does somebody have something written on their computer or has like carefully considered divorce. Or like, let's say you and your spouse, you wrote out some sort of plan. Oh, for some of y'all, this is prenups. Okay. You're reviewing something or something, like you're gonna shut somebody up who's really been just killing you with the bad energy, the bad vibes. Somebody who's, it feels like their life is not looking up. I could be picking up on a Capricorn, somebody who could be quite pessimistic, or like they've become quite demanding. Like this is somebody you've argued with recently. This is like, maybe in October this happened. Like earlier October or the end of September, it feels like, okay? It feels like, you know, you were having like a great birthday season, and then it was like somebody really tried you. Like it just seemed weird with whatever happened. You putting a stop to this, taking back your power, reclaiming your power. There's going to be some truth that is revealed to you for you doing this, and you're also going to be blessed with some sort of aura clearing out your aura, cleansing your energy, getting some zhuzh energy. Oh, there's somebody here with some sort of heart circumstance or defect here. I feel here that there's going to be, if this is a child or somebody younger who can't necessarily caretake after themselves fully yet, be careful. There's a feminine here who is not cleaning them well enough. Like maybe they need to get into the crevices, you know, because you never know, like a first-time parent, they may not recognize like certain things, you know, and then it comes up when it's kind of alarming. Okay, so just be mindful of that. It's going to be very important. Their health and furs or dust particles, all of those things are super significant and important. And they cannot be around too many things like piled up on each other. Boxes and stuff like that. It's not helping them. This could be like around the genitalia area too. Okay? So just be mindful of that. Ooh. Is a baby blessing you with that little tinkle tinkle? That might be the day you need to like put it into a conflict. I'm seeing somebody, oh, I'm hearing the song, I'm ready to sign them papers by Usher. Somebody was trying to push your hairline back a little bit too much. Like Virgos are so attractive. I cannot stand when people try to fuck with Virgo energy. I don't know if it was the barber or the hater. You started noticing like it took a little longer for them front parts to come in. I had to start grabbing like a little oil or remedy that you have privately. You know, some shit you don't want everybody to know that you had to do to take care of something, and you ain't had to do it in a long time, and now you looking like, okay, self. The good thing is that shit's going to come back. I'm also seeing if 12 is very significant. 12, baby. 12, 212 as well. 312. Is somebody from, yep. Okay, 312 is a significant area code. You need to prioritize you. You need to say what you need to say and take yourself wherever you need to be that's most peaceful. Do all your whatever the hell you need to do. Start ringing your bells, all that crazy shit. Get all them demonic attachments away from you. Ringing bells is also a way to clear out negative energy too, or negative boogie ghosties, demonic energies, or just low vibrational things. Yeah, so you can have that enlightenment. so you can have that light. Do things from a higher aspect and perspective, plane. If somebody's like into herbalism or gardening, they're like improving. And this is helping you to improve too. This is like where you have like family members or friends or something like that. Like somebody's different in what they do. And like it's been hard on them. But their purpose is to actually help you where you didn't know you needed protection. They watch your back. And I feel like this is the type of person, they have like, they could try to defend you. You know, they care about you when they need to. And there's things that you may not necessarily see or understand that they can. They be fucking people up for you. The moon, that's what's hidden. Sometimes they be having moon. You be like, I don't understand. Like, why is this person kind of being like this? Or why are they like this? They do so much and it depletes their energy that people don't see on the surface. Because it's not their, you know, everybody has their own place in this world and things that they're meant to do. And who they're meant to do it for. Friends in higher places or family in higher places, you know. 10 of Swords. Ace of Wands. They're helping you to cut something out your life that is horrid. A third party here. Somebody who lied to you. Tried to play you. Somebody either lied or tried to play you or put a love spell on you, baby. If you've been at a distance from somebody, it's because your true person is coming in. If you've been at odds with somebody, your true person is coming in. Very hot and attractive during this time. Sugar, honey, iced tea is what somebody is saying about you. It's not somebody you've been connected to before. And you know how sometimes they say, Virgo, that people attempt to come into your life and then, you know, once they get what they want, that binga banga boonga, they don't care, you know, you're expendable to them. Not this person. Not this person. They may consider you a hot parent or a hot mom. They may see you out with your children. And they ain't never wanted to approach a female with children, with their children in their life. 12 could be significant. 21, 12 is very significant. And 21. Significant. Somebody was in a very horrible relationship when they were 20. Like with a gossiping bratty hoe. Oh, shoot. Some of y'all might have been with the bratty person. Like, they caused a lot of tension in the relationship, and they might have told you, like, you know, this relationship didn't work out. This is one of the people that they brought up, and they said something about it, and then you saw directly what the fuck the other person was talking about. Or this person, there's going to be something here. You don't know this person, but you totally agree with what the fuck they say. I don't know if, like, they pop up in some way. So look out for that, because this is going to be relieving as hell for you. Something where you felt like you couldn't get either nobody on your side, or you couldn't get this person to understand something you felt like was just the most simplest thing to conceptualize. Look at these 10s. It's like, and another 12. Like, come on. It's going to have you progressing forward, just being like, you know what? This person intentionally tries to ignore obvious things and try to make it seem like you're tripping. This is why you could be happy of like a routine or a regimen that you're on, because you can tell how productive it's allowing you to be, that you're not procrastinating, that you're being accountable. You're somebody to count on. You're reliable. They seem very like, spindle you. And the energy harvest. There's things that they do that they're not aware of, and it's due to their ignorance that they do this, which means that they could have been intuitive, but they chose to do something karmic. Like, I'm talking to somebody who casted with a candle on their mother a shut up spell. So their mother wasn't able to prioritize giving them a sound advice. They did this when they were quite young. A candle. It's a candle magical working that they did. Instead of praying for peace or for this person to have some more serenity in their life, they gave them more havoc. So if this person has a lot of children, or just some children that are younger than them, it's because this person, it's something that they wound up doing in the future, but it caused this person to have like a hectic life. A maternal figure who's actually very kind, just very stressed. If they seem like they're always crazy, it's because it's something that this female did. Yep, this is regarding a relationship that's divine, that's coming in. This is a holy divine union that is coming into you, because it's a romantic opportunity. Opportunities are typically giving me like Ace of Cups, something that's new. You're connecting with your soul tribe or your true person, and it has you looking and sitting up next to somebody, beside somebody, and you're trying to figure out how to handle all of this from a mature state. Because you have people who are praying for you a whole lot. Rama and Sita are one of my favorite couples. Hanuman protects them. Nothing goes past Hanuman, which means you have somebody who is a warrior, or somebody who is warrior-like in the spirit realm. The blue beings. Maybe somebody likes like something that's blue, or somebody's favorite color is blue. Light transmission, wounds healed, important information, charging up. I also see this person having some sort of wound healing. Like, maybe they didn't tell you they were going through something where like somebody hurt them and they couldn't have kids for a while. They had to heal their life, and so that's why they started focusing on their health. And so like they don't want to be judged for their past because they were hurt by something and they couldn't speak to people around them. People really did not care about them like how they pretend to. Speak up. Stuck in lack. This could be where you believed an older family member, this is saying, to be somebody who was good, and they really weren't. For a long time, they were going through a lot of manipulation, or they were not active. And so somebody had to raise themselves. And so, you know, as they start to mature and progress, now they have somebody who's trying to step on their toes because they're doing better than them. As far as their mental state, how they prioritize things, how they try to step up and be a parent. This person's always been mad at this person's opportunities. They always wanted it. This is somebody who gave them a hard time about some huge change that came into their life in like the last 10 years. And this person actually started being responsible, and they had people trying to push them away from their children or their family or something actively. Like they would do things because they're selfish. They've always been that way. Like this is the type of person that used to wear their child's clothes, you know? The child couldn't have shit. When the child grew of age, they might have started working very young. And people were, you know, like, oh, that's good. You started a job for yourself so you can have your own money. Not knowing like, no, like I'm scared. I just need to get out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need to get out the house. So I'm getting that vibe of like, there's going to be a lot of healing and you're not alone. Like somebody's went through a situation where like they had to be alone while people dogged them, Virgo. And you have somebody who's went through this themselves, and like, they just want to let you know, like, if there's anything going on where you're sus about this person, Do not hold on. Do not ignore that. Do not forget to write those things down and document those red flags. Because perhaps at that time they weren't writing, but they wish that they did so that they could just have a date saved. You know what I'm saying? Just something so simple. And I feel like this person, they really do care about you. 2012 could be really significant. Okay, let's see your angel numbers. All right, 44 and 2. Which when you subtract it is 33. You're on your right path. But if you feel like you're in that standstill period, that's why. It's because you're on your right path and you might need to kind of pause, step down from something that you thought was going to progress so that you can really take off. Because somebody's only giving you 50-50, man. And this change that I feel like they were, having you hope for, it just didn't go like how you thought. But this is the good things that's coming into you. You're clearing out all that bad juju so that you can make way for these positive things to come in. You start to feel like, you know what, even if this ain't going to work, I can still be hopeful about this. There's going to be something in the next few days that comes in that has you like reprioritizing everything in your life. And you start to see progression. You start to see a whole lot of progression. Do not be intimidated by like someone. It's something about somebody's stature. Do not be intimidated by someone. It feels like somebody's trying to come up against you that's like slightly aggressive, or like they got their shoulders hunched at you or something like that. Like they bulked up a little bit. Do not be afraid of that. And you don't have to embody their energy. It's almost like Source is going to have you avoid something in some freak way. Like there's going to be something that throws this person off as soon as they thought that they can like really attack you. And they're going to have to ease off. And they're going to see like, hey, I do need to take a break. I was tripping. You got the 4s and you got the 3s. So this is a very beautiful energy for you all. And let's get this last message for Virgo, for the good things coming into you. See it through. Yep. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and be proud of what you accomplished. Like, this is the person who considered therapy. This is the person who suggested these things. This is person, like maybe you got a checklist before you get to that point, as have others. And I applaud you for it. So when people are like, did you do this? Did you try this? Did you do this? You're like, check, check, check. You are not the first person to go through this. And I want you to know that. You know, somebody could have even did this before marriage, but they know that they took the right steps. And you might have a marriage or something like that and you're doing this, but you need to know, like, you're doing it right. You're doing it the correct way. People are going to do everything in their power when they're trying to mess you up in life, to try to throw you off or make it seem like you didn't. You weren't active. You weren't doing these things. You were just trying to hurt me when all they were doing was hurting you. And if you're not being hurt, if you have something good that's happening in your life, you're recovering from some sort of pain or loss, there is something new that is preparing to come into your life, walk into your life, bring you a lot of celebration. For some of you, let's say, somebody's giving you that thing that you wanted intimately. If you're coming closer together, like a threesome, somebody's asked for it or requested it. But I was also seeing somebody may have got their finalization papers and somebody actually pulled out. You know, that was their celebration party. No hands were clapping, but things were clapping, right? Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you to see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. I don't know, because I'm not really into the, the threesome phase and such. But I'm just seeing this energy of someone who is, like, I'm free at last. Really free at last. And I can do what the fuck I want to do. Because you had somebody really trying to control you. Your authenticity. All they wanted was your money. Because you have wisdom, authenticity, and abundance. They had something that they were preparing to ask you for the whole time. They could have saw that you had some sort of good position. There's something here about the number 19. I don't know if you met this person when you were 19 years old or whatever it is. 2019 could also be significant as well. But this is giving me the vibration or the energy. When you met somebody wanted to ask you something the whole time, but they felt like they had to go in a different means about it. So this is somebody who was like, you know what? I already know I want like this. Because I'm hearing, you ain't fuck me, you fuck Nicole body. So this could be somebody who wants to get body work done. So like this person was trying to like invite you to certain things so that they could be like, you see, I told you about my health, baby. I told you about my health. I told you about this thing that was going on with me. But they weren't doing shit to benefit themselves. They were making their cholesterol higher. Or they were doing things to clog their body up in some way or stuff it with something that was going to bring more issues, so then it could be so broke, you got to fix it. And like, if this is something, like they could have told you, they wanted to do something. You know what I'm saying? They had some sort of trap set up slightly. And there was something that you doubted at one point in time. You kind of put it at the back of your head, and now it's coming back up. But like it's saying, like, you can't allow that fear to have you kind of sitting there on it. You got to be strong about the situation. It's time to like break free from that pattern. Okay? I mean to like kill y'all with the times, you guys, but I wanted to put this out there to make sure you guys know I love y'all so much. Yes, I am the lovey drunk kind of a person, okay? But yeah, I love you guys so much. I hope and pray that it resonated with you. And I will talk to you guys next time. I pray you have a good one. Bye.